everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm gonna share with you 4 different lunch recipe. So these are the recipe which I made it for my husband lunch last week, and morning is rush for us, right? Because we are getting kids ready for this goal, getting their breakfast, lunch, as well as we had to make the husband lunch. So the recipe which I'm sharing with you today that can be done in just 15 minutes. So all the sabji, we're gonna make it in the pressure cooker because we underestimate the power of pressure cooker. There's so many things that you can make it in there, and once you put it in there, that's it. You forget about it. Within a few minutes, it's ready. So I'm gonna share with you all those 4 recipes with you, and you can always use this recipe for dinner also. So it's not just for the lunch, you can always make it for dinner. And I try to come up with the recipe, or I'm showing you all the recipe that is good in winter. So all the sabjis that I'm gonna share, it's widely available, especially in the winter. It's good for us, and if you have those picky eater at your home, those kids doesn't like those certain vegetables, you can just sneak those vegetables in this kind of recipe, and I'm sure they will love it. Also, I do want to share with you guys this lunch box, which few weeks ago I picked it up from Ross. This one is from Rubbermaid, and it comes in this huge one lunch box, and then it has this 4 different small containers. So you can have, like, usually what I do is one of them I have like sabji, roti, as well as the fruit and some kind of other vegetables in the other container. So that's how I organize it. So if you want to use that way, you can use it. If not, this inside part also comes out. So then you can, hold on, let me show you. So it comes out like that. So if you want, you can just this one entire thing for something. So I really like it. The first time when I went there, they just had one, so I picked it up, and after a few days again I went there to see if they have any more, so I picked another 2. So now all 3 of them, my husband and both boys, they use this because it's so handy. Everything stay individual and everything is right there in one box, so they don't have to go through multiple containers. So I'm gonna link it down below in the description box, as well as I had a few other videos similar to this video that also will be in the description box. So let's start with the recipe. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go in the kitchen. So the very first recipe which I'm making here, it is the Daal Bhaji Sub G. So here in a pressure cooker, I took about tablespoon oil. Into that add 1/4 teaspoon dry, that is the mustard seeds, as well as 1 tablespoon chopped garlic. If you're not a big fan of garlic, you don't have to add it, but especially in the winter, it's good for us, as well as it tastes really good in this recipe. Next, I'm adding just a little bit of asafoetida, that is the hing, and here I have 1 cup soaked mung dal. Now this one is the without the skin mung dal. I soak it in the water for about 10 minutes. If you don't have that much time, you don't have to worry about it. And simply you can just wash it and add it into this. Next, I'm adding about 2 cup chopped spinach. Now this proportion, it's up to you, however you like it. I usually like 2 cup spinach to 1 cup dal. And next I'm gonna add salt to taste, as well as all the dry masalas. So next I'm adding red chili powder, haldi powder, dhania jeera powder, just a little bit of water, and then we're gonna pressure cook this for about 1 whistle. Now I know every pressure cooker is different, but with my pressure cooker, just the 1 whistle is enough. And after that, you will see that all the grain will be intact, in the sense that this sabji will be not mushy at all, and that's what we wanted. I had actually, one of my subscriber requested this recipe, and that is another reason I'm showing. She mentioned that her sabji always comes out mushy, but by doing this, you will see that it will not be like that at all. So here, this is the Monday lunch. I'm sharing that with the bajra roti, as well as the carrot, a blackberry, and the Daal Bhaji Sub G. So Monday lunch is all done. So the next recipe which I'm sharing, it is the jolly aloo sub G. So for that, here in a pan, I took about tablespoon oil. Into that, adding just a little bit of mustard seed as well as the asa fatida. And here I have chopped garlic as well as the green chilies. Now green chilies, I took it less than a half a tablespoon because I'm gonna add the red chili powder also in here. After sauteing this for a few seconds, I'm gonna add the haldi powder. The reason I want to add the haldi powder first is because it's gonna give really good color to this sabji. And here I have this long bin. This choli, basically I cut it night before. I wash it completely and it dry overnight. So next morning it saves some time for me. So I have about 1 cup of choli to half a cup chopped potatoes. Again, the combination, you can have it however you like it. After adding that, I'm gonna add all the dry spices here. So first of all, red chili powder, dhania jeera powder, and salt to taste. I'm gonna add just a little bit water in here, not much, because again, I'm making this sabji dry. If you want to make it like a little bit with the gravy, you can add more water to it. But I like this sabji on the drier side. And that's about it. For this, we're gonna wait until it's 2 whistles and sabji will be ready. So once the sabji is ready, I squeeze a little bit lemon juice in it and that tastes really good. Also, as you can see, it's not mushy at all. And practically the sabji was done in 15 minutes. So today I'm serving that with the papaya as well as the baby carrot. And yes, I do have the roti. So whenever I make the roti for lunch, I always make this small. I don't know why, but it's so cute. So that's it. Today's lunch is all done. So the next sabji which I'm making here, it is the cabbage bangan aloo sub G. Not everyone is fan of bangan, but if you add it this way, they will not even know it's there and it tastes really good. So here in a pressure cooker, I have about tablespoon oil. Into that add mustard seed as well as the asa fatida. And here I have chopped green chilies. Now the reason I chop them into bigger pieces, so in case if my husband doesn't want it, he can take them out and it will not make this sabji super spicy. And also I'm adding some grated ginger. Now anytime I make either cabbage sabji or the cauliflower sabji, I always add the ginger in there. And here I have bangan, potatoes as well as the green peas. So basically I wash all of them and cabbage I already cut it last night. So that is ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the cabbage into this. Also adding salt to taste. Next, I'm adding red chili powder, haldi powder, as well as just a little bit of dhania jeera powder. After mixing all this properly, I'm also adding some chopped tomato in here because that tastes good. Also, that way we don't have to add too much water in here. We still need a little bit water so that way all the spices doesn't get burned, and that's about it. 1 whistle and the sabji will be ready. So if you're new to cooking or a bachelor or don't have much time to cook, then you can make this kind of healthy, easy recipe at home in no time. And I will be sharing more video like this because nowadays our life is so busy. We juggle so many things. And the last thing we want is to order food from outside. So if we have this kind of recipe on hand, then we can make homemade healthy food because of course, घर का खाना is the best. सो आज के लंच में जा रहा है कैबेज की सब्जी, रोटी, papaya as well as the baby carrot. So next I'm making butter pulao. So for that, here in a pan I'm taking about tablespoon ghee. Anytime I make pulao or the biryani, I always make it in the ghee because that tastes so good. And next I'm gonna add about half a tablespoon cumin seed. Once the cumin seeds crackle, I'm gonna add onion, green chilies, as well as the ginger. As you can see, I cut them lengthwise and we're gonna let this saute for about a minute or so. Also adding about tablespoon chopped cashew. Cashew will give really good crunch to this pulao. I'm gonna let that saute for a few seconds and then adding half a cup butter. That is the green peas. Once the green peas and all these other ingredients mix properly, I'm adding half a cup rice. Now I soak this rice for about 5 minutes and it's been washed. If you don't have that much time to soak, no worries. You can just simply wash it and add it to this mixture. So as you see, this pulao doesn't have many ingredients in there, even though it tastes so yummy. And sometimes that's all you wanted. You want something simple, something comforting, and for that, this recipe is perfect. So here I'm adding salt to taste, as well as I'm gonna add just a little bit of kasuri methi. Yes, guys, kasuri methi in pulao, it tastes so yummy. And also adding just a little bit of garam masala. Now, if you want to add the whole garam masala, you can add it, but I like powder form, so that's the reason I'm adding at the last. And of course, you can make this pulao into pressure cooker, but I'm gonna make it into rice cooker. So I'm gonna transfer that into rice cooker as well as add about 1.5 cup of water. Because we took half a cup rice, so 1.5 cup water will be perfect. I'm just gonna mix everything after adding water and turn it on. That's it. So rice cooker will do all the work for me. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes, and after that, that's it. My lunch is all ready. So as you can see, pulao is done. Grains are separated. They are not mushy at all. So our matar pulao is ready to be packed for lunch. So with this pulao, I will pack plain yogurt. Cucumber raita goes very well with this too. Also have some grapes and the pita chips. So this is it, friends. I hope you have enjoyed easy pressure cooker lunch recipe which you can make it for dinner also. If you like this kind of recipe and haven't subscribed my channel so far, please do so. Like this video, share with your loved ones, and let me know what other recipe you like to see. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.